I am not making this up. Possibility of theft of your Shiba Inu. Countless Shiba Inus vanished in an instant. Anxieties is rampant. Having said that, there is information that you may find useful. This could turn out to be a fortunate turn of events, and it will cause Shiba Inu's popularity to explode. Tell me what's going on. Furthermore, what am I even referring to? Allow me to clarify. Important notice. Something huge came out today. Something shocking has happened that has affected the whole Shiba Inu community. A crypto exchange suffered a massive security breach and billions of Shiba Inu were stolen. A billion, I think. No one anticipated this. The entire ecosystem is suddenly being rattled by it. You won't find this headline anywhere else. The entire Shiba Inu community may feel the effects of this for quite some time. Now we get to the wild phase. Amidst all that mayhem, the charts are experiencing some wild activity. It has been suggested by an analyst that this could be the exact moment Shiba Inu awakens. I quote, "The Shiba Inu is exhibiting signs of life again," he stated. "We may be seeing the beginning of a monumental event here. Who knows? Perhaps, just perhaps, that long-awaited goal of reaching 1 cent isn't as far-fetched anymore." Okay, so you may be asking if the chart already shows this drama. Surprisingly, yes, but in a way you might not anticipate. Shiba Inus are active climbers, contrary to popular belief. It has been rising gradually but surely. It has turned green in the last hour by itself. The previous day, it increased its gain even further. Regarding the last 7 days, an increase of double digits has been recorded. I'm not kidding. It's progress. That is power. The current trend is different, albeit the Shiba Inu is still down from earlier this year. This kind of movement catches the attention of traders. A reversal could be in the horizon, according to this kind of trend. Plus, it's not merely detail work. The enthusiasm, vitality, and atmosphere are gradually making a comeback. The community is experiencing it. Lots of people are buying dips. Whales are keeping a careful eye on everything. There's certainly trouble in the works. Yes, today we witnessed the loss of billions, but we also witnessed the resilience of Shiba Inus. Perhaps even more powerful than previously. That is the very essence of what makes this present moment intriguing. Now tell me what transpired. An assault of significant size has just struck Big One, an obscure but rather large cryptocurrency exchange. We are discussing a concerted attack on the supply chain that managed to evade internal controls in some way, in the absence of private keys at all. With more than $27 million in assets, the hacker made off with nothing. Yes, that did include a huge Shiba Inu hoard of about 10 billion tokens. Here we are discussing about famous people. There are a ton of Shiba Inus, hundreds of Ethereum, millions of USDT, and more than 100 Bitcoins. This wasn't a small error. An outright heist occurred here. As soon as word got out, everyone who owned Shiba Inus was on high alert. Everyone was bracing for a complete collapse, with panic selling, massive dumps, and charts plummeting to new lows. In my experience, mayhem ensues whenever a large number of tokens abruptly depart from an exchange and wind up in wallets belonging to unknown users. Everybody was ready for the crash. However, you won't believe it. That was a falsehood. Zooming in on the Shiba Inu 1-minute chart immediately following the breach announcement reveals a brief decline. For a short period, prices fell below the 13.5 mark. At that point, though, the market recovered. Fast. As quickly as it had come, it ascended to its original height, as if nothing had transpired. Avoided catastrophe, enormous selling, and fear. Just a brief slip, and then I'll be right as rain. That is just incredible. In addition, it provides significant information. There are 3 possible interpretations to begin with. Perhaps the community was only taken aback. The market may not have responded significantly because Big One didn't have sufficient clout. On the other hand, and this is the major one, the Shiba Inu may have become too sturdy to be rattled so readily. Let that sink in. Someone stole nearly 10 billion tokens from a big site. It's quite a bit. However, how much? Almost trembled. That exemplifies remarkable perseverance. A mature Shiba Inu ecosystem is what this signifies. Its distribution is extensive. The market has also stopped showing signs of panic. I mean, it's not the same as before. I think that's quite bullish. Strength in cryptocurrency goes beyond simply seeing price increases. The market's reaction to pressure is the key point. Shiba Inus just received a beating today without cracking. We can deduce one thing from that. No longer is Shiba Inu a hype token. It's beginning to take on the role of an actual player. If it can weather this storm, just think of what it is capable of when the market is once again in a bullish mood. What we just witnessed was clearly a flex, even though the whole thing may have begun as a heist. Shiba Inu has returned, and this time it isn't backing down. However, I have discovered something quite intriguing. Earlier today, the Ethereum network was hit with a huge Shiba Inu transfer. A strange new address received over $3.5 million or 250 billion Shiba Inu from CoinHako's hot wallet. And guess what? That one address currently has over $4 million worth of Shiba Inu. Now, in case you didn't know, CoinHako is a big player in Southeast Asia and a licensed cryptocurrency exchange situated in Singapore. Clearly, this isn't a haphazard exercise using the wallet. This is a really significant step, and it is causing many to wonder why. There are no labels on the wallet, but the juicy part is right here. It possesses a variety of altcoins and has been associated with past transactions on Binance. Who is its perpetrator then? According to on-chain data, it might be a wealthy individual secretly amassing Shiba Inu coins or CoinHako transferring monies for internal operations. In any case, it's obvious. This location isn't doing nothing. It has been quite busy. It has processed multiple withdrawals and deposits as of late. And in the last several days, it has even sent smaller portions of Shiba Inu to Binance. This most recent transfer, though, so far, it's the largest one. It also elevated this wallet to the status of one of the region's largest Shiba Inu holders. It's quite significant. Why? Because this isn't some harmless pursuit, regardless of the motivations. A big player is making a move here. Furthermore, it is never a coincidence when large exchanges or whales reorganize their funds in this way, particularly when the sums involved are in the millions. There are two options: getting ready or accumulating. It shows curiosity either way. And I don't mean empty promises. I mean genuine, long-term positioning. Put things together with the most recent data from the charts. After a billion-dollar hack, Shiba Inus still going strong and even starts to climb. And now, millions of Shiba Inus are being imported to Asia and whales. That is intentional. Underneath, it is momentum growing. A lot of eyes are on you. Savvy investors are keeping tabs. Some of them have obviously started moving in already. Confidence is more important than price anymore in terms of power. This huge transfer really adds to the plot, and Shiba Inus are currently displaying both. But other people are still curious. When will the moon be visible? Perhaps smart money is already making preparations for that. The Shiba Inu isn't merely making it through this market. Keep an eye out for anything unusual. Perhaps it is preparing to take control of it. The most insane part is about to happen. Despite the mayhem, the hack, the whale trades, and the billion token headlines, analysts are still buzzing about something happening beneath the surface. The sell pressure on Shiba Inu has essentially gone, according to Cantonese Cat, a famous crypto analyst with a large online following. Rely on that. The customary downward pressure that has been affecting Shiba Inus for months, he noted, is beginning to ease fast. We may witness a separation from the bearish trend if there is even a slight uptick in purchasing pressure. In a flash. Although Cantonese Cat did not specify a specific target, the message was conveyed effectively. The sellers are pulling back, which is great news for the purchasers. Yet there's more. There are other analysts who have made the same connections. Shiba Inu Spain, a community figure with a large following, posted a chart revealing that the Shiba Inu price is very close to a significant breakthrough level. He thinks we'll be able to break through the 18-point barrier soon. And if this upward trend continues, we may be in for a real treat as we race toward one of the community's loftiest goals. A penny. Seriously, that is massive. You won't believe what happened next. It's not just him who notices it. After delving further into the chart, technical analyst Crypto Candy wasted no time speaking his mind. Simply put, he thinks the current setting is bullish. Just under the 17 line is his short-term objective. Yet his intermediate? He's predicting a run to the 25-yard line. He thinks Shiba Inu might recapture its December 2023 highs and maybe even surpass them if momentum continues to build. Take a moment to consider that. Analysts are predicting a breakout, sell pressure is falling, and whales are making subtle but significant adjustments.